Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will talk about Joseph Addison's essay, Sir Roger at the Church. Sir Roger at the Church, published in 1711. Joseph Addison, 1672-1719. The work was published as part of the Spectator Essays, number 112. Date of publication, July 9th, 1711. Genre, periodical essay or character sketch. Main character, Sir Roger de Cavalli. Series context. One of the Sir Roger de Cavalli papers, a series of essays depicting the life, manners and morals of early 18th century English rural society. Background and a context. Joseph Addison and his friend Richard Steele co-founded the Spectator in 1711. It was a daily periodical aimed at enlivening morality with wit and to temper wit with morality. These Sir Roger de Cavalli papers are among its most beloved sections, presenting the life of a kind, eccentric and a morally upright country squire, Sir Roger, through the eyes of the Spectator narrator. Sir Roger at the Church reveals how religion and a social life were intertwined in Addison's time. It represents a portrait of Anglican worship, rural piety, and the good influence of a benevolent landlord over his parish. The summary of the work. First of all, the setting of the work. The narrator accompanies Sir Roger de Cavalli to Sunday service at the village church. The essay describes the beauty of the countryside and the atmosphere of devotion surrounding the event. The service is shown as a central part of village life. Sir Roger's role and a character. Sir Roger is portrayed as a devout and a responsible master who takes care that all his tenants attend the church regularly. He encourages moral conduct among his people, not through strictness, but through example and affection. He ensures that his servants, tenants, and family members take part in religious activities. His conduct in church. Sir Roger's behavior in church is marked by simplicity, dignity, and sincerity. He bows devoutly at the prayers, listens attentively to the sermon, and maintains decorum. He sits in a special seat near the pulpit and keeps an eye on his people, gently reminding them of their duties. Sir Roger's influence on the congregation. He has arranged seats for the different social classes, servants, tenants, and villagers, showing his sense of order. His moral authority is so strong that the whole parish follows his example. Even the minister feels encouraged by Sir Roger's presence and approval. Sir Roger's regard for the clergyman. Sir Roger is deeply respectful toward the vicar. He ensures the vicar's comfort and expresses that a good clergyman is essential for a good parish. He also makes sure the vicar is not disturbed by worldly concerns, so that he may focus on his spiritual duties. Sir Roger's moral example. The essay ends with admiration for Sir Roger's gentle but powerful influence. His religion is not ostentatious, but a practical, rooted in genuine feeling and a good sense. The narrator remarks that Sir Roger's example shows how religion can promote a social harmony, discipline, and a benevolence. Character of Sir Roger. Pious and sincere, his devotion is heartfelt, not a formalistic. Benevolent master. He cares for his tenants and sets a moral example. Patriarchal leader reflects the moral order of the time where landlords acted as moral guardians. Simple and honest. His manners reflect the purity of rural life. Moral reformer. His piety improves the behavior of his entire parish. Now let's have a look at the themes and the ideas shared in this essay. Religion and morality. Addison shows religion as a social force promoting moral behavior and harmony. Rural piety versus urban corruption. Contrast the simple faith of the countryside with the artificiality of city life. Benevolent leadership. Sir Roger's kind authority encourages goodness more effectively than strictness or punishment. The ideal Anglican worship. The essay reflects the calm, reasonable, and a moderate tone of Anglicanism in Addison's time. Social hierarchy and order. The careful seating arrangement in church mirrors the structured harmony of 18th century society. Didacticism. Addison subtly teaches readers how to behave in public worship and in society at large. Now let's have a look at the style and the techniques used in this essay. First of all, the tone of the essay is gentle, humorous, and reflective. The style is lucid, balanced, polite, and elegant, a model of 18th century prose. Humor, mild and affectionate, never mocking anyone. Realism. Addison's portrayal of rural life is authentic and morally uplifting. Characterization. Sir Roger is drawn with a sympathy and a moral beauty, becoming a symbol of the ideal Christian gentleman. Significance of the essay. The essay presents Addison's ideal of a moral society grounded in faith and benevolence. It demonstrates how religion and good manners reinforce each other. It provides a picture of 18th century English village life, socially stratified yet harmonious. It conveys the spectator's moral mission, that is, to reform manners through gentle persuasion rather than harsh preaching. Now let's talk about the literary importance of this essay. Sir Roger Church is considered one of Addison's finest essays, perfectly blending humor, morality, and realism. It exemplifies the spectator tradition of combining entertainment with ethical instruction. The essay is a landmark in English prose style, noted for clarity, moderation, and moral elevation. Sir Roger de Cavalli remains one of the most memorable characters in English periodical literature. The moral message of the essay. Addison suggests that true religion is quiet, sincere, and socially beneficial. Sir Roger's faith does not isolate him from the world. It makes him more compassionate, just, and a human. Religion for Addison is not about a dogma or display, but about a living rightly and uplifting others. Now some of the most important lines from the essay. Sir Roger is very zealous for the good of his parish. He has often told me that at his coming to his estate, he found his parishioners very irregular. As Sir Roger is landlord to the whole congregation, he keeps them in a very good order. I could heartily wish that more of our country gentlemen would follow the example of my good friend Sir Roger. Now let's have a look at the symbolism used there in this essay. First of all, church, symbol of social and spiritual unity. Seating order represents harmony, discipline, and a social hierarchy. So Roger is a symbol of moral authority, goodness, and a religious moderation. Now the relevance of the essay. The essay encourages modern readers to see religion as a moral compass and a community builder. Reminds readers to guide with a kindness rather than control. Offers a model of inclusive spirituality, one that is human and practical, not a dogmatic.